So let's open up with our morning mastermind meeting. All right. Kivo, you want to give us a prayer, brother?
Yeah. Our dear Father in heaven, we want to give thanks to you for waking us this morning. We want to thank you for continuing to watch us, protect us. Thank you for continuing to watch us, protect our loved ones. Yes. And keep us close, keep us close, keep us close to your heart. Keep us protected in this time of pandemic and everything else that's going on in the world. We ask that you also continue to guide us and carry us in our entrepreneurial path to success. We know that nothing is done without you.
Amen. Amen. All right. So morning meeting is now in session. This is actually being recorded for our Facebook and YouTube friends, so they see how a mastermind meeting could look. So let's get started with our acquisition side of the equation. Ambrose, just talk to us a little bit about your last 24 hours. Okay. They actually they went to the buyer's link. I saw them. Yep.
I think I got one to I got one to something else.
What properties were they responding to?
There were another guy looking at the Ross property.
The Ross property.
That we already,
oh no! Hey, until our end buyer takes possession of it. Yeah, that's right.
Finalize, and if they can register for the buyers list, so they did it.
Good stuff. Yeah, they went and did it. Good stuff.
And I think also I sent people number to somebody else. I'm not sure who. So altogether, it's probably like 5. So,
okay.
So you might be getting phone calls today or so.
Okay. Yeah. Look forward to it.
Yeah, and I was on Sherwood.
Okay.
There was no gym pack. Most of the comments were like.
What markets were we in yesterday?
Yesterday, I know we were
Rochester Market.
Yeah,
Rochester. Okay.
Definitely Rochester.
Okay.
Some said stop.
That's fine. Hey, we'll circle back in 90 days, and then I'm ready.
And some said that they wasn't ready to sell yet. And I said, okay, great, but you have a contact, so if you are ready to sell, pay cash and go fast.
Okay.
And it's an easy way to set up your brand. So,
okay.
They change their lead stage.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do we have any deep conversations? Where they all surface level? Condition and
the one that was selling his 2 properties for 1 or 4.
The one, yeah, okay.
So that was a good conversation. I'm looking to get rid of those properties.
Okay. So, and that's in Kivo's hands now. Okay. All right.
Cool. I know he's motivated, and he knows that we'll have to talk him down with numbers.
Okay. All right. Are we do we want to put in those other quick responses that are less around the first 2 pillars of motivation, around more about motivation?
Yeah, we definitely have to go in and try to fix it up. But most of these questions, they get offended when I ask them, when last did you have you thought about selling it before? They're like, yeah, I already answered that question. From the first question that you asked. Right. Most of them most of them get offended by it, so I think we have to go in and change it up.
Okay, I'll go in and I'll put I don't know, some revised Q1, revised Q2, so that you guys can start doing that. Okay, awesome. Also, real important, you guys need to know this. I just learned from a podcast that when you put your sibling on payroll, you're not taxed for the first 25 grand. I got to make sure that number is real. So, because as we scale this up, I don't ever see us needing a VA to do text messages, because they're just pretty simple. Put a family member on the payroll, and then you can give them up to 25 grand and no taxes.
For them to
Yeah.
We're gonna send them to the VA to enroll them, or
We haven't really talked about that. I would think. Okay, so the question is, once we get a qualified person from our text messaging, should we send them to the VA to set an appointment?
the VA will more questions. We will. Because all we're gonna really be doing is going to a clinic.
Right now, I was thinking the opposite, but I got to think about what you're saying, because my original focus was to set appointments, get appointments set. So we got two funnels. We got the funnel that we're using from the VA, and then we have the funnel that we're using with our text message campaigns. And as soon as they set appointments, we are really looking at why have the VA touch it again? Now, I will tell you, this is going to look very different in our virtual model, because our virtual model, we're not actually going to set appointments. We're going to get on the phone, and we're going to try to lock it up with a contract, and then we're going to send out a bird dog to take pictures, and like all the stuff that we've experienced in the last 30 days with needing to renegotiate contracts. That is the virtual model. That is exactly what they're doing. Like, so we've been kind of beating ourselves up trying to make sure we have things comp right, so we don't have to renegotiate contracts. But that's just part of the model. So I'm almost like learning that I don't think they're trying to comp it. I don't think they're trying to lock it up intentionally high, but they're locking it up high enough where the seller feels like, they're in their mind, they're counting the money. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm counting the money. I'm gonna pay off this bill, I'm gonna pay off that bill. And then after the contract is done and we send out our boots on the grounds to take pictures, to do the rehab calculator, that's when the numbers have to be, accurate. So to answer your question, I'm gonna think about that, but I don't think we need to send a lead that we got from text messages to our VA. I just don't think that's necessary. Okay, all right. Keep on the conversion side. What you got for me, brother?
Spoke to all of the lawyers involved with all of the stuff. See what we have going on. Progress is being made. It's just being made slow.
Okay.
They're telling me, obviously, numbers are more recent. One, two is that COVID. So
COVID.
yeah, so we're double delayed. That being said, though, winter off. We're waiting for the buyer's attorney. You have the buyer's attorney on winter off. Royal in Buffalo. We're waiting on the buyer's attorney. So said he should have everything back for post soon. Within the next week or so.
Okay.
And Ross.
Ross. Okay. So conservatively speaking, how many closings are we looking at for the first 2 weeks of August? 4. Okay.
Yes, the August and September.
Okay. In the last 2 weeks of August?
Whatever else we had. Fernwood. That's one.
You think Fern will close in August, not in September?
I think it may be a cleaner deal than the other ones, being that the owners are business men.
Okay.
They got that shit on.
Okay.
That's just how it goes.
How quickly you think we can close that Buffalo property? Utica.
He needs to use a different lawyer.
That's so because the seller's lawyer, Peter, talked to me yesterday. He's ready to go. He wanted to know who the buyer's lawyer was.
You're saying it wrong.
Excuse me. The seller's lawyer reached out. Buyer's lawyer reached out. We need to get the seller's lawyer going, and he doesn't have a lawyer. So what are we thinking?
That's part of my 24 today. Get him a lawyer. I don't know. Ricky has 3 of our cases, and he's watching over 2 of our assignments. And then our calendar has 2 things that he's doing.
Let's use the magic number 3. As soon as a lawyer has 3 things in front of them that are from us, let's see if we can spread it out to someone else. What about the lawyer that we met on last Wednesday, Ambrose? Did he give you a card? He did give me a card. I gotta find it. Remember what his name was? Okay. All right, that's my action item. Let's see if maybe we can use that gentleman.
And then I want to get all the stuff from Fernwood to Laura to watch over for us.
Okay.
I'm gonna get her once we assign Sean Perry, the owner of Utica. Someone we gotta get her to watch over that. Even though the spread ain't that big, we just gotta have a lawyer going for on our side. It's just a bullet we gotta bite.
Yeah.
Chalk it up. Let's forfeit every time.
Okay.
Round up, say 500. But she's gonna handle. She's gonna be able to be on their back about us, about whatever we got. Hey, lawyer, check on this, and this, and then now it's a lawyer calling the lawyer. Yeah,
So is it 450 a deal or just a month?
Yeah, per day. And then she's also going to do escrow for it. And then get that bread, and then once she got it at her escrow, all right, who do you want me to give this?
So she'll be showing up on all the closings, so we don't have to be worried about it.
Yeah, she's gonna for that 500, 450, 500. She's gonna do that. She has 2 assistants too.
Okay.
Paralegals. She got a.
Oh, the
she got a little
paralegals will
team.
probably show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got a little team. So, so we can just keep it trucking, and it'll always be on her calendar to be on top. So we're just gonna give it to them. It's worth it. They don't give me a hard time, but I can sense like the tension in their voice when I'm talking to them. I guess and stuff. Asking them about stuff. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let a lawyer deal with it.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. Okay. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. Anything else from the conversion side of it?
Oh yeah, we went to Knickerbock over there.
All right, yeah, ring the bell, babe. Where's the bell? Who's got the bell? We forgot to bring the bell. All right.
Right.
Yeah,
There's an app.
there's an app for that. All right, so we got another deal under contract. It sounds like really I don't even need to go all out with the rehab app to show them. See, because one of the powerful things that rehab app does, it shows them what the ARV is and what they would actually bring home if they went through the traditional realtor route, where they got to have holding costs and they got to have closings and they have to have. And so a lot of times the dollars that we're offering them is the same money that they're going to get after everything settles. So what's powerful, the powerful is they're looking at our offer now versus a couple $1,000s plus or minus in 90 days. So So cool, another another thumbs in the air for technology.
But what I wanted to say was that
Who's this?
I,
That's not the attorney, is it?
we may want you to plug all that stuff in just so we can see. Because what were we offering? Oh, yeah, and also on my side, I spoke to the owner on St. Paul. He don't want to budge. They don't want to give me what I want to get for it. So I'm going to put some organic.
That's cool. Guess what?
He'll be back.
He'll be back in 90 days.
That house is a money pit.
Yeah. And
Money pit.
and we're probably gonna have to cut the price that we offer them.
Yeah, it's a money pit, and I'm seeing it. Oh no, that's definitely the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That got to come for us to be able to make something happen. Gotta give it to us like that.
Right.
Which is what I've been being told from the beginning. The thing is, he's not taking the L. He's owned it for so long. He's lived in it. Him and his wife, his daughters lived in it. His sons lived in it. Like, they got their work out of the house.
Right.
Now he can cash out really and redeem some money. It's like you wear a pair of sneakers man longer than it's still selling.
Right.
That's what it's like.
Okay.
Yeah, house is not an asset, it's a liability. A lot of people don't got that thing together.
All right, Facebook, YouTube family. Note to self. An asset, a home is never an asset. It's only a liability.
Unless you're making money.
Unless you're making money or using it to lower your tax liability.
Like if you have, say, a home office.
Yeah.
You're making
Yeah.
now it's or you use your kitchen to cook dinner.
All right, so note to self, if you have a home
Living in it.
and you're not in the real estate game, you can turn that into an asset through turning something into a home office. Just join a home-based business. There's thousands of them on the internet. All right, keep it moving. Anything else?
I'm back to Facebook.
Okay, so in respect to the disposition side of the equation, what we're doing is all of our data is being exported over to our VAs as we speak. I had maybe 5,000 sent out last night. I'll send out another 10,000 in the morning, and they're going to set up our dialer on our behalf, and then bring us in after the fact. All we had to do is give them the credentials, so they'll do that, and then we'll be going live on Wednesday. We'll be going live on Wednesday. Also, what we kind of talked about before the camera started running was us interviewing our partners in other markets and also wholesalers. We're doing it in a podcast format where we would actually, do it via Facebook Live and Zoom, and almost, having an opportunity to almost do like a you guys now, Ambrose, you might be able to relate to this because you're still single. But they had this thing called speed dating. Speed dating, right? So you got 30 seconds. Everyone asks the same questions, and you move. So you're gonna have 5 questions that you ask all of the time, Kivo. You're gonna have different 5, and then we're just gonna go through all of these interviews, and be able to really make get a boil down to who's gonna be our best fit in our virtual model. Because just like we want somebody that can be, we have a go-to buyer in Rochester. We got a couple now. We have a go-to buyer in Buffalo. Soon we'll have a go-to buyer in Syracuse. We need a go-to wholesaler when we start doing our virtual stuff. So it should be quite fun. Other important things from yesterday was we got the assignment contracts back from the Utica project. The project that we have on Fernwood, we haven't gotten that assignment contract yet. So, and I use DocuSign. Look, guys, I'm not sure. Hello sign isn't as functional as I hoped.
I told you.
I'm gonna keep it for just 30 days, but we might be keeping DocuSign
Yeah, I told you, like, I looked that up.
because DocuSign is the boss. Like I can send a contract out, and if something needs to be adjusted, it'll let me go in and correct it. HelloSign won't let me do it. it,
You gotta stop.
it wants me to start all over again. No, and I got all these cool templates already done.
The
So
contract has the corrections on it, right?
yeah,
For art.
yeah. Uh-huh. So moving on, we got to go through, and I spoke about this before. I got to go through and purge the apps that we're no longer consider relevant. Like the Any Deal app, I no longer think is relevant. And the Deal Machine app, I'm downloading that and going to spend some time. Now, if you guys are using any of these apps, they may work good for you, but in our place, in our stage, in our business, in our development, we've outgrown them. So we're going to look at other things. So Doorknock is the app that I feel like we're going to replace Deal Machine with. And by the way, once somebody from Pace Morby's Facebook group reached out to me and wants to know if we want to go through their mentorship program. And I said, well, we'll take the call and we'll find out more about it.
What for the
Pace Morby?
oh, so that's the two, right?
Yeah, 2. All right. So Facebook family, if you don't know who Pace Morby is, he is a guru out on the West Coast. And he has multiple ways of closing a deal out. So we'll get the information. All right. Anything else? Anything else from the standpoint of 24 hours ago? So we can focus on today and what we got to get done. Okay. All right. So let's talk about today. What I am doing, I'm going back and I'm reposting in Facebook wholesalers that we're looking for in the Georgia market. 2 Georgia markets I'm going to be focused on specifically. I'm also going to get through all those freaking like 3 or 4 videos that we had to look through for the call to setup. So when our VA calls us, I know what they're talking about. And the third thing I have written down is I'm giving myself 30 days to completely go through that course we bought. At least the Joe McCall course. Yep. Before I go back to teaching, and I ain't got time to mess with it. All right. So those are my 3 bullet points for the day. All right. What you looking at, Ambrose? Yeah, we want past the start.
What's the name on there too?
Okay. Offer from Knickerbocker. Got you.
So wait, Mother's Day in September?
We didn't.
What number does he want? What number do you want? I can make the offer.
Well, that's what I'm at. Where did the app say we should be at?
He said the ARV was 50K.
That's lower than what.
So we had an ARV of 50K and we had over 30 grand on rehab costs. So we're looking at a 20 grand cash offer.
Well, that's around the same spot I was at for the cash offer, but I was in a different area as far as what the ARV actually.
Okay.
But whatever.
So you want me to lock it up at 20, 25?
I'm like, oh, it was 25.
Let's start with 3.
Lock it up at 23?
So our ML would be 25.
Okay. And is all of the contact information on Sherpa?
No, we didn't come from Sherpa. We came from Facebook.
Facebook? All right. So I need email and I need lawyer's information. Okay, so this is another seller that we got to refer a lawyer to. That goes back to where we were earlier. Okay, okay. All right, got you. What are your bullet points for today? Your top three things.
Top three to be sharper.
Sherpa.
Continue learning about the lease action.
Okay. Joe McCall.
And I'm actually getting more better with the ARP as well.
Okay.
I just been trying to memorize the points that you need to really understand when you're comparing houses, all that good stuff.
Good stuff. Okay.
So
All right.
that's what I'll be doing today.
Cool.
And also running around with my family.
Oh, you got to do that, man. It's got to happen. Steve, what's your top three things?
I need you to follow up with Silver. Remember that we were supposed to go there last week and it got rescheduled? So, yeah, Silver Street. What's up with that?
Were you writing this down there, brother? Boy, you better write this down somewhere, man. Put it in.
I'm gonna send it to myself.
Send a text to yourself. Okay.
So what I need to do is text Art so as soon as he signs that.
Okay.
I need to know that so that we can get that stuff over to Laura and his lawyer.
Okay.
The assignment contract.
All right.
And,
Can you do this? Because we need another lawyer. Can you network with Laura for another lawyer?
Yeah.
Put that on your to-do list.
Yeah.
So Facebook family, this is a good problem to have. So what we're trying to do is minimize the number of contracts we have with any one lawyer. So we want to keep it on between 3 and 5. So.
See, and then also that's why I don't want to hurry up and be sending them things that ain't solid, because now we sent Roy Weber.
Those days are over. Those days are over,
And
man.
now St. Paul's canceled, and I know he's probably going to.
Listen, those days are done, man. We're not doing that anymore. Because look, the reality is this: like what we've been doing in New York does not work for New York, but it works for markets outside of New York, where we're locking deals up. So one of the things you should know if you're a new wholesaler is when you lock up a deal too high, okay, and then you get your investor on the back end and they confirm, hey, no, the market's not gonna give you that number, then you kind of put yourself in a bad space with the lawyer that you're interacting with, and your reputation and your name is super important. Now, when you so it's never super to lock up a deal and need to cancel it at the end of the day. Renegotiating it, yeah, it's different, but to cancel it is not cool. But outside of New York, where you don't have an attorney state, you got a title company, you have less layers. I don't want to call it nonsense because New York protects the end buyer, the end seller. There's a lot of layers of protection. Outside of New York, not so many layers of protection. And for a entrepreneur, your money is faster. So just something for you to know about that. Okay. All right. So you're gonna network for a lawyer. You're gonna follow up with a couple sellers.
I got to drop the key off to St. Paul, drop the key back off.
Oh, he's back in town?
No, I'm in front.
Okay.
I got to scrape my chauffeur car off, and I want to send those bills to Lord. I'm scraping my chauffeur car off.
Okay. Did the Pope brothers tell us about that other property they wanted us to buy from them?
Not yet. Once we get all the stuff to the lawyers, I'm gonna call him directly and then ask him about that. And then they also are interested in trying to do a fix and flip.
Okay. Themselves?
Yeah. So even though they probably won't be ready yet, just hey, look, here's this and nigga about this is the kind of stuff you be working with. Y'all ready for this? Because they're like those kind of like investors. They like to keep the money moving.
Now, here's one issue, or not issue, but the only question I always ask myself when we have an owner-occupied property, what's the plan for the folks who are in there once we get the contract and find the end buyer?
Oh yeah, I asked them that. That was my main line of questioning was the exit strategy. So they're gonna get an apartment.
They're going to take the money and get an apartment?
Yeah, the house. They're gonna try to get an apartment actually before the closing, but you know the money is gonna be able to support some after that. Because mother isn't working, the house isn't really having a good time. So that's really the end point.
Okay.
We would have to structure it.
So the house is just, it has so many deferred maintenance issues. So is there a mold or anything like that?
It looks like it, yeah. It's under
So I need to throw that in there, the rehab estimator. So it's almost like a health challenge. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I really come in at
20. Okay. Okay.
So that's their plan. That's what needs. That's what has to be done.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the comps again. Maybe I have the ARV. Maybe it's higher than I initially thought, because that is a pretty nice neighborhood.
It is. It's between 75 and 80.
Okay.
Yeah. So I looked at it when he first reached out to me that night. I looked at it because I know that neighborhood.
Okay.
That street is considered Maplewood.
Gotcha.
In the Maplewood section.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool, man.
So we'll be able to market it like that.
Okay.
Because it is in Maplewood.
Okay. All right. So here's the weekly challenge I'm throwing down to you guys. So on my Facebook channel, I'm doing a video of our journey, pretty much on a daily basis. What I would like to do is rotate it. I would like to have one of your videos, like for example, I used your video yesterday, Kivo, from yesterday. Yeah, what I'd like to do today, Ambrose, is use your video. If you have not posted it, I'd like you to do so. And then I will rotate the next day and use my video so that they see the face of Real Housing Relief, because they think that Earl is a one-man show. And I absolutely am not. I am not a one-man show. I couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for a crew. And we have probably one of the best crews on the planet for me. So if I could just throw down that challenge, you guys get your materials, and you can do anything you want, bro. This is about the journey, man. About the journey, not the destination. Okay? All right. You want to close us out in a word of prayer, brother? Amen. Amen. All right. All right. Instagram, Facebook. That is what a mastermind meeting looks like for us. Hope all is well. Enjoy your day.